There's always excitement when Garmin launches a new smartwatch, and this year is no different. The Garmin Venu 4 has officially arrived, and it's being marketed as a personal on-wrist fitness and wellness coach. That sounds impressive, but the big question is, how does it really compare to the Garmin Venu 3, a smartwatch that already earned a spot in many top smartwatch guides? Is the Venu 4 just a polished upgrade with a few tweaks, or is it a genuine leap forward in terms of features, fitness tracking, and everyday usability? And perhaps more importantly, is it worth spending more money on the Venu 4, or should you save some cash and grab the discounted Venu 3 instead? In this deep dive comparison, we'll cover everything: price and availability, design, battery life, fitness tools, sleep tracking, lifestyle features, and overall performance. By the end, you'll have a clear idea of whether the Venu 4 deserves a place on your wrist in 2025, price and availability. Premium versus value. Let's start with what everyone wants to know. First, in the price. The Garmin Venu 4 is officially available, now in 2 case sizes, 41mm and 45mm. The starting price is $469.99 in the UK and $549.99 in the US, which firmly places it in the premium smartwatch category. This positions it against not only Garmin's own lineup, but also high-profile competitors like the Apple Watch Series 11, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7, and even fitness-first devices like the Whoop strap. Meanwhile, the Garmin Venu 3 is naturally the more affordable option. At launch, it retailed for $399.99, $449.999, but now that it's over a year old, we're already seeing discounts across major retailers. On Amazon, prices have dipped as low as $333, and sales are likely to continue as stock clears. That means if you're after the best value-for-money Garmin smartwatch, the Venu 3 is still a serious contender. In short, Venu 4, premium price, latest features. Venu 3, lower cost, more discounts, still powerful. Battery life. Venu 3 holds the crown. Here's something surprising. Despite being the newer model, the Garmin Venu 4 doesn't actually beat the Venu 3 in battery performance. The Venu 3 boasts up to 14 days of battery life in smartwatch mode. Even with the always-on AMOLED display activated, which is typically a huge power drain, it still manages about 10 days, which is excellent by any standard. The Venu 4, on the other hand, is rated for about 12 days of use. Still very good, but slightly shorter than the older model. Now, before you think that's a deal breaker, it's worth comparing this to competitors. For example, the Apple Watch Series 11 lasts around 24 hours max. The fact that both the Venu 3 and Venu 4 deliver multiple days on a single charge is still one of Garmin's biggest selling points. So if your number one priority is the longest possible battery life, the Venu 3 still edges ahead. But the Venu 4 isn't far behind, and it makes up for this with new features. What's new with the Garmin Venu 4? The Venu 4 may not crush its predecessor on battery life, but it does come packed with some exclusive features that make it stand out. Built-in flashlight. This is a feature more often found on Garmin's rugged adventure watches like the Fenix 8 or Forerunner 970. Now, the Venu 4 brings that same LED flashlight to the mainstream lineup. It's incredibly handy for late-night jogs, finding your way in dimly lit environments, or even just unlocking your door in the dark. It's one of those small additions you didn't think you needed until you use it. Lifestyle logging tools. Perhaps the most exciting new addition is lifestyle logging. The Venu 4 allows you to record daily habits such as caffeine intake, alcohol consumption, hydration levels, or even stress triggers. The watch then correlates these habits with your sleep quality, HRV, heart rate variability, and stress patterns. Think of it like having a built-in health journal. You don't just track your workouts. You track how your lifestyle impacts your body. This is a feature designed for people who want a deeper connection between daily habits and long-term health outcomes. Advanced sleep metrics. Garmin has always been strong in sleep tracking, but the Venu 4 takes it to the next level. Alongside the standard sleep score, the Venu 4 introduces Sleep Alignment Tool, tracks how well your bedtime and wake-up times align with your natural circadian rhythm. Sleep Consistency measures how stable your sleep schedule is across the week. This means the watch doesn't just tell you how much you slept, it helps you understand how well your body adapted to it. For athletes, busy professionals, or anyone struggling with sleep quality, this could be a game changer. Smarter Fitness Coach. Both the Venu 3 and 4 include Garmin's on-wrist workout guidance, but the Venu 4 refines it further. With over 25 sports modes, the Venu 4 adapts workouts in real time based on your recovery, sleep, and stress levels. This makes it feel less like a static workout app and more like a personal trainer that learns from your performance. Compatibility and smart features. Good news is both watches are compatible with iOS and Android smartphones, something Apple Watches can't claim. With both the Venu 3 and 4, you can control your smartwatch with voice commands, receive notifications, and even interact with voice assistants. But Android users get some bonuses. The ability to reply to text messages directly from the watch, view images, and enjoy turn-by-turn navigation without pulling out their phone. This makes both the Venu 3 and Venu 4 feel like true smartwatches rather than just fitness trackers. Design and display. Both watches use Garmin's signature AMOLED display, offering vibrant colors, sharp contrast, and smooth performance. Sizes remain the same at 41mm and 45mm, meaning there's an option for both smaller and larger wrists. The design is sleek enough for everyday wear, yet sporty enough for workouts. The Venu 4 doesn't drastically change the look, but it focuses instead on upgrading features under the hood: sleep, lifestyle logging, flashlight, and smarter training tools. Early verdict: should you upgrade? The decision really comes down to priorities. If you want the best value, longest battery life, and don't care about lifestyle logging or advanced sleep features, the Garmin Venu 3 is still a fantastic choice, especially now that it's available at discounted prices. But if you're the kind of person who wants cutting-edge health insights, personalized wellness data, and smarter fitness coaching, the Garmin Venu 4 feels like a smartwatch built for the future. The built-in flashlight alone makes it more versatile, while lifestyle logging and sleep alignment tools give it an edge for anyone serious about improving their wellness routine. So, will the Garmin Venu 4 overtake the Venu 3 in Garmin's lineup? It's too early to say for sure, but based on specs and features, it looks like Garmin has positioned the Venu 4 as the more well-rounded smartwatch for 2025 and beyond. Garmin has officially launched the Venu 4, and fitness enthusiasts everywhere are asking the same question: how does it compare to the Venu 3? Both smartwatches are packed with features, but there are some key differences worth noting before you buy. Price and value. The Garmin Venu 4 starts at $469.99, $549.99, and comes in two sizes, 41mm and 45mm. Meanwhile, the Venu 3 is cheaper at around $399.99, $449.99. And since it's last year's model, discounts have already brought it down to as low as $333. If you're shopping on a budget, the Venu 3 is clearly the better deal. Battery life, surprisingly, the Venu 3 actually beats the Venu 4 here. With up to 14 days of battery life, the older model outperforms the Venu 4's 12-day promise. Still, both watches leave competitors like the Apple Watch Series 11 far behind in terms of endurance. New features on the Venu 4. The Venu 4 introduces several upgrades that could make it worth the extra cost. A built-in flashlight for night runs and outdoor adventures. Lifestyle logging tools to track habits like caffeine or alcohol consumption and see how they affect stress, HRV, and sleep. Advanced sleep metrics like sleep alignment and sleep consistency for deeper recovery insights. An upgraded Garmin fitness coach that adapts workouts based on your sleep and recovery patterns.